Hey, hello everybody! This is Lloyd the Hammer here, and you know what time it is? This is the regular time this time again. Yeah, we are live! It is Tuesday, 10 p.m. Central European time for me anyway, so yeah, that means it's time for another gaming stream. Hell yeah, always excited for these, of course. Yeah, we're gonna play Shovel Knight today. Last time we finished Wario World. That was super fun. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Lots of funny moments too, so I'm always enjoying those. But yeah, today we're gonna play Shovel Knight, and this is probably let me think about this, but I think this might be like the most like recent, I guess, like modern and in high quotes game that we're gonna play, because this game actually came out in 2014. So yeah, like all of the games that I've been playing so far like are very old school games, like stuff from my childhood and stuff. But we're going a bit further back. You can see it on the bottom. Yeah, this 2014, and yeah, that was like the OG, basically, like the OG version. This game has developed a lot over the years, like with re-releases and like new campaigns and all that stuff. But the OG game that came out was all the way back in 2014, and yeah, we're gonna play this tonight. So very excited, because this game is super awesome. I love this game. I'm very excited to get into this. Hey, Jose is here. Hi Lloyd, I'm early. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too. Forget grabbing a controller, guitar, or banjo. We're equipping a shovel and digging into this one. Hell yeah. That's a good segue to get into it immediately. Let's start the game. So yeah, you can tell that I have played this game many times in my life. I've talked about this a little bit in my previous stream, but I went over this like yesterday, like before the stream happened, and I noticed how many times I've already played this game. But so yeah, that's quite awesome. But yeah, this is a thing that I will say, because I said it earlier too, but the original release of this game, it only had one character that you could play basically, but like I said, like it sort of, as the game like, you know, developed over the years, the developers, this is Yacht Club Games, they added more campaigns and more stuff to all the games basically. So this game is like I said, it started in 2014, but over the years like it became bigger and bigger basically, and it really like took off. Like I'll get into it a little bit more, but I'd say let's just me. That's quite a creative naming right there. But let's pick number 14, I guess. Yeah, so this is, like I said, this is the multiple like campaigns that that you can play. But obviously, this is let's just go with the OG. We're going to the Shovel of Hope. Yeah, oh, this is time to dig up a chant. Yeah, looking forward to it. All right, so Shovel of Hope, dig your way through the main storyline. So let's get into this. There it is, Shovel of Hope. I am very excited. What's my name gonna be? I guess, oh, you know what? I have a better one. How can I delete it? Oh, there you go. That will never fit, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? If this will fit, it will make me very happy. Can I do, hold on, can I, no. Okay, let's keep it like this. I was like, can you do all caps and like lowercase numbers? But maybe you can, but I don't care. Where is it? Where's the T? There it is. Oh man, is this actually gonna fit? No, it doesn't fit, no! Dang it, I was gonna go for Shovel the Hammer. But okay, let's go for STH, I guess. Or no, let's just do LTH. There it is. LTH, yeah! Or should I go with Shovel the... No, let's go with STH. I like STH better. Shovel the Hammer. There we go. Okay. Enter body swap mode. Yeah, so this is another thing that they added later on. And this was, as far as I remember, not in the OG version. But in this version, you can play as a male knight or a female knight, I think. So that's what it's asking of me over here, I think. Before we begin, would you like to swap the bodies of any characters in the main cast? Note, you can perform this action at any time in the pause menu. Yeah, let's just go for the male character this time. Alright. Let me read chat and then we'll get into this. What says this chant is? Forget it, punk, I don't have chance. What? Forget it, punk, I don't have any chance. What? That does not fit. Forget it, punk, I don't have chance. At the no, this one doesn't make sense. I don't have any chance at the moment. So I'll just leave you with this hoopla. Yeah, sorry, that did not make any any sense. But okay, I like the rhyme, but like it did not, or unless I'm reading it wrong, but like it didn't really fit the melody. But I do like the chant, so well done. Hoopla! I love that that's a thing now. That's great. Shovel hammer, yeah. All right, let's get into this. Here we go. I'm very excited, y'all. This game is fucking great, with some amazing music too. All right, here we got some plot happening. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Hell yeah. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed, and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now, the tower is unsealed and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin! Yeah, guys, I'm so excited. This game is so good. You'll see it all. Let's get shoveling! Let's get shoveling! Yeah, there he is! Alright, I'll read the chat and then I'll get into it. That was in the chat. That's what happens when the mole didn't want to show you a new move. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, that's the joke. I got you now. But it did work. Like it does the text I like. It just I was trying to like do it with the melody and stuff, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But I did like the chant. So good one. All right, but yeah, let's get into this. So you can see that this is like another basically another platformer, and this game was basically. This was like, it was like a Kickstarter game basically, and at the time this game basically blew up, you know, like it really hit, like this became very popular, like very quick and all that stuff, and it sort of became like a mainstay character ever since basically. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. So as you can tell, we have a platformer over here. So all you have to do, you don't have a run button in this. Like the D-pad, you can also use the control stick if you want to, but I just prefer using the D-pad in 2D games and like this and stuff. But yeah, obviously that moves him left and right and stuff. No run button in this one, but your main method of attack is this fucking shovel that he has. He's not a regular knight, he's a shovel knight. So he doesn't use a sword or anything like that, he uses a shovel for attack. So if you press the Y button, this will happen. Yeah, he will basically just like shovel in front of him, I guess. Like it did say, let's get shoveling. So this is basically going to be your main way of attack. And you can also do, and this is something that especially older gamers like me would recognize a lot, that this game has a lot of inspirations from old school NES games. Like for example, if you have ever played DuckTales or anything like that, where one of the main moves was like Scrooge McDuck would jump into the air with his cane and he would jump down and you could bounce on enemies and stuff. You also have that in this game. If you jump into the air, oh yeah, the B button jumps, by the way, like that's his, yeah, you can also manipulate like how high he jumps by either tapping or holding down the button like that. But if you press down while you are in the air, he will do this. Yeah, he will lower exactly like in DuckTales, man. Like, he will just have the shovel beneath him and stuff, and you can actually fucking bounce on things, like this fucking enemy over here or something. Just like that. You bounce up and you can get some extra height, and that's gonna happen all over this game. So for now, that's pretty much all you need to know. Like, obviously this game has way more going for it, but like your main basic moveset and stuff is basically all you're gonna need to know. You can tell on the top you have 4 packs of health. We have some magic on the left, but we can't use it right now. And gold. Yeah, gold is going to be very important in this game. I will go over that too. But you see this little dirt thing over here. What do we have? We have a shovel, of course. So fucking let's dig it up. Yeah, fucking money comes out of it. boom, just like that. So you can tell, like, the money thing goes up. That's going to become very important throughout this whole game, basically. And yeah, like I said, this is your main method of attack, just like that. This little bottle over here refills your magic, but right now that really doesn't make any sense, so we'll go over that later. But what this game does is basically, if you know your Dark Souls or anything like that, like whenever you die in this game, you lose money, basically. Like, you don't lose all of it, thank God, but like you lose a good amount of money, and then like if you can get there without dying, you can get it back, actually. But if you do die again before making it back to your money bags, basically, you will lose that money. So it's basically one of those, like, you either get there or you fuck up and you lose a lot of money, and that's obviously not good. So yeah, so let's keep going. Okay, huge shout out to the soundtrack, by the way, like, before we get into this, but I'm gonna let y'all listen to all of this fucking music. It's like, wow, man, it's fucking chef's kiss. Like, I think this is Jay Kaufman is his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but I think that's the name of the composer. Fucking amazing stuff. So we're gonna listen to it. I'll read chat, and then yeah, I'll get into it, and maybe I'll let y'all listen to the music. I'm not sure. Hey, Soyborn, how you doing? Haven't played this one in like 10 years. Nice. Yo, yeah, you have played this one. Yeah, this is 2014. That's where I played it for the first time, and I mean, it's an amazing game, man. Good to see you, Soyborn. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Jose says, I'll think of one eventually. My brain has to feel it at the time, like how you say your catchphrase when the moment is right. Yeah, exactly. Jose says, nice mentioning DuckTales. I love that game. Okay, cool. I only played it since I had a friend that let me borrow the game. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of it, man. Like I said, this game is really like, you can tell that these developers were inspired or probably even grew up with those games, because there's a lot of that stuff in this game, like the inspiration from it. Absolutely. Jose says, hi Soyborn, hope you're doing well, buddy. I love it. Soyborn says, busy as fuck at work. Okay, well, hopefully you can relax a little bit while we're getting into Shovel Knight. Soyborn says, Link 2 is still a better game if you ask me. Oh, okay, you think Zelda 2 is better than this? That's interesting, yeah. I mean, I like Zelda 2, obviously. I'm not sure if I think it's better than this, but yeah, that's an interesting take. Can beat the original. Yeah, this game is absolutely, Zelda 2 is also in there. If you see that magic and the health and stuff, that is pretty much straight out of Zelda 2. So yeah, so let's see. I'll just move forward a little bit, and if I don't see anything new, I'll be quiet so y'all can fucking listen to this amazing music. Also, let me know how the audio levels are, because I was tinkering around with it a little bit, and I think I got a good balance. So let me know, like, my voice and the music and all that stuff. Let me know if it sounds good, please. So this is a checkpoint right here. If you die, you will get back over here. Yeah, isn't that fucking amazing? Like, just for like the first level already, it's just like it's immediate. Like, you know what this soundtrack reminds me of? It reminds me a lot of Mega Man, man. And this game was absolutely, I think anyway, like probably also inspired by Mega Man games, like the classic ones anyway. And this fucking music, fucking, I love it, man. It's so fucking good, guys. So yeah, we're gonna hear lots of it in this playthrough. Hey, Super Doom King is here. Schepridder, yeah. Yeah, that's like the Dutch translation of Shovel Knight. How you doing, Super Doom King? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Let's see. Soyborn says, Jose says, Soyborn, that better not be another toilet repair. Soyborn says, yeah, I know Shovel Knight is better in many ways, but still, Zelda 2 all the way. I really like that enhanced mod version of the game. Oh my god, yeah, I love the enhanced game, yeah, absolutely. Someone says, lol, no toilets to fix, thankfully. That's good. It said I got fridge replacement to work on. Oh, okay. Got a new fridge coming tomorrow, so I gotta move a bunch of crap around for it. Oh, okay. Well, at least the new one will be better, hopefully. Jose says, yes, the audio is good. It sounds like I'm hit with a hammer. Lloyd the Hammer, that is. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's good to hear. Jose says, hi, Doom King. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I love to see it. Hello, Jose. Nice to see you, too. Server says the soundtrack in this game is on crack. Lols, listen to that trumpet sounding instrument, it's going insane, and it's like 90% of the track's focus. Yeah, I know, man, but we're gonna hear a lot of it. It's so fucking good. I love this soundtrack, man. It's so fucking good. It says Soyborn repairs always sound fun until one thing doesn't go right and you start to chuck pieces everywhere. Yeah, but always make sure that you don't lose any pieces, because then you can't put it back together. Alright, but yeah, this is a bigger enemy, as you can tell. So all you have to do with this guy is you have to bounce on his head, just like this. And yeah, you can very much clearly tell that you're damaging it by the flashing and all that stuff. So just like that, and he's dead. And this apple over here, this is like health, basically. Like, we're gonna see different kinds of like health pickups, but obviously we don't need health right now. But yeah, that is something that will give you your health back. Obviously the ladders, like, you know, I'll just go over it anyway in case you have never played a video game or something. But yeah, like, just press down and up, and Shovel Knight will climb up the ladder. That's all you need to know for ladders. This guy's a new enemy, so he's like a skull knight, I guess. All you have to do with this guy, just bounce on his head, and that will hurt him. He has no way to defend himself, so that's all you have to do. It does leave his head though, but you can play a little fucking like a shovel game with that thing or something. So yeah, but you can tell, like, these little yellow blocks over here, these are vulnerable to the shovel, basically. So just use your Scrooge McDuck move, I guess. Like, I have no, yeah, pogo stick, shovel stick, I have no idea how to call it, but you just use that, I guess, and then you're fine. Now, this is where the game is going to introduce, like, basically, you can tell that this wall, like, kind of looks out of place. Like, you can tell that this spot on the wall, like, looks a bit out of place. So what happens if you hit it? Boom, the wall explodes and we can move on. So this is a game that hides a lot of secrets. Like, this is not going to be a 100% playthrough or anything like that, but I will try my best to, like, if I see something or something, I will try to go after it, and we will see later what like your rewards are and all that stuff. But this is one of those games. Like, it's a very old school game in that sense, where you have to sort of, you don't have to, I guess, but it is, you can, like, if you pay attention, you'll find a lot of, like, secrets, like fake walls or shit like that. I love this enemy, by the way, because, like, that face that it makes, it's just like the most, like, uninterested face ever. It's like, oh, I guess I'll walk to the left and try to jump into Shovel Knight. But yeah, so you can tell, especially if you played your Zelda 2, this is straight up like one of those like choo-choo jelly things that we saw in that game. Like, it almost behaves the exact same way too. So yeah, like I said, this game is very much inspired by those games, man. So if you know those games, you're gonna see a lot of similarities. But inspiration is not a bad thing, you know? Like, we all have to get inspired by stuff to make our own creations, basically. Like, that's where it starts, always. So yeah. Alright, but yeah, you can tell there was another secret on the left here. So this, let's dig this up. More money. This is something that's pretty important, I guess. These little music sheets over here. So we're gonna get this now. And the level, I don't think you can see that right now. Okay, now that will make sense later. But that is, yeah, like I said, it'll make sense later. I'll go over that later. But you can find like a couple of those. Oh, by the way, remember what I said about Mega Man? Spikes, instant death in this game. So I guess that's where your Mega Man inspiration came from, I guess, for this game. Because Shovel Knight is the same as Mega Man in that sense. You hit a spike once and he dies immediately. So never touch spikes in this game. So yeah. Alright, there's more fucking things on the wall, so let's get that. Hold on, I'll read chat. There we go. Jose says, he's dead. You've killed him! Good! Yeah, exactly. Alright, so yeah, this is a new enemy over here. You can tell it's some kind of flying dragon or anything like that, but this is just another thing that sort of teaches you, I guess, that if you use this bounce move thing, you can bounce up higher and you can get more goodies and stuff. So yeah, this is something that I just noticed. There's another secret up here. You can get more money. You can tell like from the number like how much that thing is worth. But I have noticed that if you press the down button in the air, you do have to in order to cancel it basically, because if I press it once, like he basically commits to that like down stab thing like from Zelda 2 or something. So if you want to cancel out of that, you just hit the the shovel button basically, like this move. There's the Y button in my case, and then he cancels out of it. So that is something that you can use obviously, because sometimes you don't want to bounce on things like this or something. Like if you bounce this too much, then you can't get that secret that was up here or something. So that's how you cancel out of your down stab move, I guess, or your bounce move. Just like that. Now what this is, if you open this plate up here, or if you call that in English, this is Castlevania right there, I guess. Remember Castlevania, the wall, like the chicken and stuff? This chicken over here, it will refill you completely. You can kind of see it as like, if I remember correctly anyway. I have not played this game in quite a couple of years, so I'm just obviously just going off the memory banks and shit. But yeah, like it's basically like, if you know your Kirby or something, it's like a maximum tomato in that sense. Like no matter how hurt you are, you get that chicken and you will be refilled all the fucking way. Now this is, like I said, this is a checkpoint, and this will become relevant a bit later because this is the first level in the game. This is obviously your tutorial level and stuff, so there is not something that I can do in later levels, but I will show it in later levels when we see one. But yeah. So let's just keep moving. Let me read chat. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I love it. I love that that's a thing now. That makes me happy. All right, but yeah, let's keep moving. So yeah, you can tell like this is just one of those, like this is totally the game that I love, you know what I mean? Like these games in this style, like old school like platformers and stuff. Like the control is super fucking fluid and precise and all that stuff. Yeah, I love it, man. Like this is exactly in my street. Like this is stuff that I grew up with, obviously, like not per se like NES or anything, but like Super Nintendo platformers and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, this is totally in my street. So whenever this game came out, like this sort of came out of nowhere for me. Like I do remember like back in 2014, this game sort of came out of nowhere, and I don't even remember like if it was like friends or maybe it was like through the internet that I found out about it. But yeah, I bought this and I fucking loved it. Basically, I was just like, this is exactly my type of game, man. Like it's a fair challenge too, you know, like it's not like super easy or anything like that. There's a good challenge to this game, especially later on, obviously. So yeah, this was exactly, I was all over this game. And then later on, when they added like new campaigns to it and stuff, I was like, this is the best shit ever. So yeah, absolutely fucking love shit like that. It's a thing now because you pointed it out in the previous stream and it just stuck. Yeah, I know, and that's great. I love that. So yeah, all right, let's keep going. Okay, so yeah, you have to be careful with these guys. Like they kind of blend together with like the background and stuff, so don't walk into them. Oh, you know what? I might as well show that because, like I said, this game is very much inspired by like old school NES. And what was a thing in old school NES? Knockback. Whenever you get hit by some kind of enemy or something, Shovel Knight will jump back like a lot. Basically, I'm not gonna do it over here because it's a bit dangerous. But I will try to find like an enemy or something where I can safely show that off. So that is something that you do have to be very... Okay, yeah, this is very dangerous. So I'm not doing it over here. Unless I just do it by accident. There we go. Jump over there. There we go. I want to find an enemy that's like safe. Okay, oh, down there. Perfect, perfect. So let's dig our way down here. This also reminds me a little bit of Super Mario Bros. 2 or something, you know, if you ever played that one, like USA Super Mario Bros. 2. But yeah, but okay, I'm just gonna get hit intentionally here, and you'll see. Yeah, see, like he jumps back basically, but you don't have to worry about like health doing like a whole heart of damage like all the time. Like damage output from enemies differs depending on the enemy, I think. So these little blob things over here, they only hurt you for half a heart basically. But yeah, you can see Shovel Knight, he jumps back basically like every time when he gets hit. So do be very careful when you are like fighting an enemy like close to a ledge or anything like that, because like I said, this was very reminiscent in the NES days, like back in the 80s and stuff. So yeah, don't be very careful and mindful of that when you're playing this game. Alright, Jose says, gotta love knockback. Yeah, I know. Along ice physics and button mashing. Yeah, exactly. It's just stuff that you have to deal with, you know? Like, it's like you have to adapt to the game's rules. Now, with these treasure chests over here, you can just hit them. You don't need a key or anything like that. Like, this is not Zelda in that sense. You can just hit them open, and Shovel Knight will open it, and then you just go near it, and he will find what's inside. Like, a lot more fucking money. So, yeah. You must have seen me do it before, but these bubbles over here, you can use them to bounce on them, and then you can get to the other side. Because obviously, no double jump or anything like that, at least not right now. So you need to use stuff like that to get to the other side. Alright. Jose says, Banyo says, Gaha, Kazooie did quicker than that shovel. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so there we go. So let's get more money. Okay, so this is another secret right here, and this is gonna be a chicken, yeah. So like I said, that will refill all of our health, and we will, we will get to our first boss. Hey, it's Black Knight. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later, the cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I have no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses, can't you see? The entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress, and her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel! Yeah, so that laugh, that's a bit Kefka, I think. Like, I'm not sure if that was like a direct like inspiration, but when I hear that laugh, I think about Final Fantasy VI and Kefka's laugh. So yeah, but yeah, this is gonna be our first boss fight, and yeah, you can tell he's very similar to us in that sense. Like, this is Black Knight, and he just, yeah, he's very aggro. Like, he tries to shoot you with like his little beam things or something. You can actually shoot that back at him, but yeah, there's multiple ways that you can attack him. You can either just, he also laughed at you like that. I can't do that. But yeah, you can hit this back, a la like Ocarina of Time or like Link to the Past or something. Or you can just bounce on his head like this, and he's dead. Yeah, we didn't even get hit once. Yay, we did it! We get 1,000 gold for that. Sweet. I love how you can see the Tower of Fate in the background. Yeah, like you can already tell from this game's art style and stuff, like it's very much inspired by stuff like that too, from the NES days and Super Nintendo, like with very vibrant colors everywhere and like backgrounds that are very lush and cool. So yeah, man, this game is, like I said, like I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I have played this game many times and I think it's a work of art. Like, it's a really amazing game. A really amazing game. Oh, sorry, I have to do a little bonus game. So this is basically where we have to catch Shield Knight, I guess. So it's gonna tell us, catch her. So yeah, you can just walk around like this and it slows down, just jump at her and caught her, yeah. I don't really know what that does, honestly. Like, you don't really get anything like money or anything like that, as far as I know. But I don't really know what happens if you don't catch her. But what we can do, like, Shovel Knight is sleeping over here, so you can move around a little bit like this. I can make him like he's cold or something. Like the flame is out, so he can just jump. But this is a little secret. Like, obviously you can walk to either the left or right and you will exit the screen and we can go to the next level. But if you actually are a civilized Shovel Knight, I guess, you can totally turn out the fire and you will get some more money. So yeah, we just prevented like a forest fire. So yeah, we should be proud of ourselves. Alright, there we go. Yeah, but doesn't this look like some other game that we all know and love, a la Super Mario Bros. 3? Yup, that is absolutely what this is. So, yeah, okay, let me read chat and then I'll see what the next thing is. Jose says, can you actually spend money in this game and not just hoard it like Wario did? Yes, you actually can. Money is very important in this game, and we're gonna go over it soon. Cerburn says, so in this universe, shovels have been deemed better than swords or maces or warhammers. Yeah, I know. Sure, lol, that makes sense. Yeah, I know. It's very bizarre, but I do like how self-aware this game is. This game is very much aware that this guy is using a shovel as a weapon instead of a sword. So this game is another one of those games where it has very humorous dialogue and stuff. So like I said, man, I'm very excited to get into this game. This game is fucking great. Jose says, back in the day, it was draw your sword. Yeah, now it's draw your shovel. Yeah, exactly. Servant says, maybe they killed so many dudes that burning the bodies and killing was just easier if the weapon is a shovel. Yeah, I have no idea. Servern, nice shot of the sundown. Yeah, like graphically, this game is, like I said, I think this game is a work of art. Like, it's amazing. And nice shot of the sundown, yeah. Soyburn says, maybe sleeping in metal at night is cold? Yeah. Lo, come on, Shovel Knight, where's your sleeping jammies? Yeah, maybe he wears them underneath that suit, I have no idea. Jose says he won't take off the armor because it's a knight honor, yeah. No matter how cold he is, yeah, exactly. Alright, but yeah, let's go, we're going into the village. Halt! No weapons! We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, that's no weapon, just a shovel. You may enter then, and don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. Yeah, so like I said, this is very Zelda 2 again, I guess, huh? Or like maybe even Castlevania 2 if you know that game. But yeah, we have towns in this game, and we can actually talk to some folks. So let's talk to this knight over here. What's up? Bwahaha! Get a real weapon! Oh, do you want me to fucking hear this, man? Like, don't fucking underestimate Shovel Knight. Let's talk to this guy. What's up? Hey, you know those glass checkpoints? You can break them for treasure. I will go over that in a little bit. But if you do, they stop being checkpoints. Yeah, exactly. I will go over that a bit more in depth later. Let's talk to this horse lady. What's up? I like to look nice on my day off. Alright, but this guy is where these musical sheets will come in. So if you talk to this bard guy, what's up? Hail, traveler! I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me, and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa, yeah, I love how excited he is. Like, look how excited he is. Wow, you have 2 music sheets. Magnificent. Take 500 gold for each. Yes, please. Wonderful. Let's see here. Oh, you found the rifle. Black Knight has fine musical taste. Should have studied composition. But then I suppose I'd be the one with the rival. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. So this is basically if you grew up in that era of video games, I guess, where you didn't have the tools to look all of the songs up on YouTube and stuff. We had like basically what was called a sound test usually in video games, where like on the menu you would go to the sound test, and that's how you would like be able to listen to music basically like from the game and stuff. But this is basically sort of like the equivalent of that, I guess. It's like if you find these music sheets and you bring that to this game, not only does he pay you for them, so you get more money, so that's a great incentive to get them anyway, because like I said, money is very important in this game, but he will also play like the songs that you find. So if you talk to him again, Hail, Shovel Knight, hero of music! What can the humble bard do for you today? Play me a song. Splendid! What would you like to hear? So here you can, you can fucking play all of them, I guess. Like all of the stuff that we have. I guess we have 7. That's kind of weird. Like maybe, did I find that many? That's weird, but okay. Maybe you have like a couple of them by default or something. But yeah, you can just totally pick like a song. Let's just take this one or something. Play this one. Play me a ditty. Yeah. And then if you want to listen to another song. Yep. Or you want to hear this one. Yep. Yeah, pretty cool, right? So that, like I said, that's very much like an old school thing, obviously like a sound test, basically. And then, like, you can just listen to the songs in the game. So pretty fucking cool. Let's see. Jose says, get a real weapon? That's like saying a shield is more armor than weapon. Yeah. Klungo says, Bear and Bird were stronger than guy with dirty shovel. Jose says, I don't want bard music. I'd rather listen to our goated hammer rock out on his guitar. Banjo, thanks. Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So like I said, very good incentive to find as many of those music sheets as you can, because he will give you money for it. Let's talk to this fair maiden. What's up? Oh, you've got a pretty face. You should come visit often. Alright. Yeah, you can hit that and you can get some magic back, but obviously we don't need that. But this is very fucking important. So if you talk to, I think this guy? Let's talk to this guy, the Goatician. Decisions. Should I extend my magic or health, or just eat a tin can? Why not buy my meal ticket and help narrow my options? So this is going to be very important. These meal tickets over here. So let's buy one. The meal ticket is visit the gastronomer to upgrade your health. It costs $1,000, so let's get one. Yeah, and I love how this guy just immediately gets super fucking excited, and also this guy, he ate some paper or something. He's a goat after all. So let's talk to him, because he's clearly very excited about something. What's up? A meal ticket! Hand it to me. I'll get to work on my best recipe. Hell yeah! I'll dazzle your palate in no time or less. So bon appetit and pardon the mess. So he will prepare a meal for us. Because we got the meal ticket. Boom. And let's see what it is. It's whatever that is. Let's get it. And we have permanently extended our health. So yeah, like I said, money, very important in this game, because if we did not have enough money, you cannot, extend your health like permanently. So very fucking important, of course. Superman says, I like how half the people are normal looking human types, but the other half is giraffe man. Yeah, toad dude, frog person, horse guy, lol. Yeah, goatician. Yeah, like I said, this game is very creative and in multiple ways. He's eating paper. Yeah, I know. Look at him, like he is eating paper. But we have more money, so let's fucking get another one, I guess. Let's get another meal ticket, but you can tell it's a lot more expensive this time. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm not gonna get more health, because we can also talk to this magic lady over here. What does she have to say? Magicist. One more use out of your relics? Oh yes, of course. I can increase your maximum magic. Good. Oh, but no relics yet. What? I can't. You have to find some relics. Chester, down the ladder, he always has the weirdest things. Wait, what was I doing? Yeah, so you can tell that this lady's a bit scatterbrained, I guess, but she is saying something about Chester below. So let's go see what that is about. There's a lot of people that we can talk to here, so let's see what this lady has to say. Oh, trouble, sword and shovel. I like that. My third eye knows your useless infos. Exavatio! The number of dick piles you've dug is 7. Arum infiniosa! The amount of gold you've collected is 6,124. Tanato refutatum! She's like a Harry Potter character or something. The number of times you've fallen in battle is 0. Temporum perpetua! The total time you've spent adventuring is 29 minutes and 53 seconds. I magically see all of your acts. Come back again for more useful facts. Thanks for helping me, kindly witch. I'm not a witch! Yeah, so this is basically, like, it's not really important, this character. She's just a stat holder, basically. Like, if you want to know your stats, like, if you're into that and stuff, this lady will keep track of all of your stuff, basically, that you just said. But let's talk to this guy. What's up with this dude? The deposed king. Oh, woe is me. The king of nothing. Where's your crown, King Nothing? The king of nothing, not to rule my lone bar stool. King Knight sits on Pridemoor's throne. That gilded goon, he'll get it soon. Nice rhyme, dude. Alright, let's talk to Broccoli Lady over here or something. What do you have to say? Oh, that Spectre Knight! If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. Okay, so we might have to remember that for later. She was talking about Spectre Knight, and if we defeat him, then maybe she will give us something. Okay, let's keep that in mind, and let's talk to this lady. What's up? The Juice Maid. Ah, a new face. Dancers, acolyte, witches, goats, everyone's welcome in here. Alright, cool. Just like in my chat, everybody is welcome. Let's see. Sermon says, Jose says that which rhymes just like Gruntilla. Yeah, I like that. Okay, but yeah, you can play, if you go over, let's go to the right first, actually. So let's go over here. This is actually a little path that you can go in, and there's like a frogman over here. What's up, frogman? Croaker. Hey, Shuffle Knight, I know things are tough, but don't throw in the trowel. I see what you did there. Come on, man. Yeah, so this guy is all about puns, if I remember correctly. I think this guy has many fucking puns, and you know that I love puns, so let's see what he has to say, and like more things that he has to say. Psh, that King Knight, you give him an inch, he thinks he's a ruler. Ha ha ha, funny joke. I love how he croaks after, too. He's super proud of himself. I traveled with some horse adventurers, but they were also negative. Okay, I see what you did there. It took me a little bit, but I got it eventually. Alright, what's the next pun? I was afraid as I jumped over the bottomless pit, but then I got over it. I love this, oh my god. I wondered why the Black Knight's shovel was getting bigger, then it hit me! Dude, oh, they must have had so much fun writing this. I'm sure your quest will pay off in spades, hero. Ha 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 ha! Like I said, I love how he croaks every time when he makes a pun. the Goatician. He may feast on valuable meal tickets, but overall he's not a bad fellow. Ha ha ha, funny joke. You gotta love this game already. I mean, come on, this is just great. I love this. It says that you gave Croaker the same voice as Bottles, did I? Croaker looks like he's got a frog stuck in his throat. Yeah, I see what you did there. Well done. You and Croaker should be friends. Let's see, does he have one more? Super skeletons are way too serious. They can take a little humorous ribbing. I didn't really catch that one, but okay, but yeah, there's another fucking music sheet over here, and we have this guy. This dude is like, he's a fan of somebody, clearly. Let's talk to him. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Trauple King. Who? You've never heard of the Trauple King? Half trout and half apple? Pronounced like mouthful? Oh, it's the Trauple, the mouth, yeah, Trauple King, okay. He's one of the forest gods, here to help those in need. I'm telling the truth. If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft, and the Trauple King will appear. As it happens, I have been entrusted to sell Trauple chalices to believers. Would you like one? Yes, I do. These are very important. This is basically, if you know your Zelda, like Link to the Past, I think it started that. These are like empty bottles, basically. So absolutely I'm gonna get one of these. Yeah. The Trauple Chalice. Press A vessel for storing mythical ichor, but where to find it? Yeah, so we don't have that much money, so I don't want to buy the other one, but let's talk to this guy. Yeah, this is the best part of the game. Joker Croaker over here. Yeah, exactly. Love it. And it says, Lloyd, how long is this game? It's a decent length. It's not long. It's not short. It's like the perfect amount, I'd say. Like it's like I said, it's very much inspired like by games like Super Mario Bros. 3 or something, you know. And that was a pretty lengthy game. So it's like, I'd say this is the perfect balance, you know. Like it's not too short, not too long. Like it's the perfect amount of game, basically. Jose says ribbing sounds like rabbit, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's what he was going for, I'm not sure. But yeah, Server says it's a world where frogman exists. I believe this raving psychopath, yeah. The fish god of the forest must be real. Oh yeah, we're gonna visit him soon. But let's talk to this dude. This is another guy. Who's this? This is Chester. Psst. Hey, blue guy. You wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today, my dude. Why not have a look? Yeah, so this guy is gonna be like our merchant when it comes to like relics, basically. This is that Chester feller that the lady up top was talking about. So let's get the fishing rod, I guess. Cast into a pit and wait for a bite. Let's get it. Ta-da-da! Fishing rod. Cast into a pit and wait for a bite. Keep an eye out for sparkly fishing spots. Alright, so I will not buy that other thing quite yet, because I just kind of want to just upgrade my magic a little bit, but you can tell already maybe that this game is very much up to the player, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a one style of play. You can totally make up your own, I want to get more health, or I want to get more magic first, or whatever. Like this is a very custom game in that sense, and every player plays this game differently, which I love, you know what I mean? Like I love games like that gives the player many options to go about it, and then you can, you know, it adds replay value to the game, you know what I mean? You can totally just like not even buy like meal tickets and extend your health to make like a challenge run for yourself or something, or you can totally fucking, I don't know, max out your health and don't even worry about magic or something. Like you have the option. So I love games like this. It's really cool. Someone says, yeah, the character of the game that sells you weird shit. Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, but I think the fish god is real. Yes, it is, and we're gonna see him soon. And he's very hilarious. Jose says, I'll call him Radical Merchant with the way he just said dude. Yeah, I know, like he just totally comes off as like one of those. So yeah, I just gave him that voice. But yeah, you can, there's a little secret over here, and we have this witch lady or something. Let's talk to this lady. What's up? Oh, I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for. Well, as long as I'm stranded here. Shall we pass the time with a little game? I'll just need 100 gold first. Let's do it! Alright, I'll conjure up some things, and you can hit them toward the targets for points, okay? Yeah, so this is a little mini game that you can play. So you can see these little bottle things that fall down, and you get the most points by hitting the red ones, basically. So I'm just gonna try to get as many points as I can. She didn't really give us like an incentive to get a certain amount, but I'm just gonna try to get as much as I can. And if I get enough points, we will get a reward. So yeah, like I said, this game is not just a platformer. Like, there's just a lot happening in this game. Like, I really do think this game is very ambitious and very well executed. You know, like it's like one of those games that I just keep going back to. I guess like it's just really good. It's like a really high quality game, if you ask me. And we haven't even seen, like, we are scratching the surface. You know what I mean? Like all of that stuff. Like, this game has so much more going for it than we have already seen or we have seen so far. So yeah. I don't know if we don't really see a timer or anything like that. So okay, well, 200. That's pretty good. Is that good enough? You got 200 points. Yawn. Well, color me impressed. Yeah, we got good enough, I guess, because we got a lot of money for that, and we also got a music sheet. Hell yeah, sweet. Sermon says, "Lol, isn't Mona secretly evil? I think I remember her being evil, actually." Yeah. So that. Is she actually evil? I'm not sure. I don't think she's evil, but this is basically, it comes in the other campaign. So, like I said, what I'm playing right now is basically at the time when this came out, this was the only campaign in the game, basically. So, all the characters that we see now, like, you just take them for what they are, basically. But then later on, when you play, like, other campaigns, and that sort of plays, like, at different moments in the timeline, I guess, or, like, maybe at the same time or whatever, then they flesh out some of these characters, like, a lot more. So that was always super cool, like whenever like a new campaign comes out or something and you see like a character that you've already seen like in this campaign basically, and you see them from like a totally different like light or like a different area that they're at, or like they have their own little story and stuff. So it's like the world building in this game is great in that sense too, but it doesn't make any sense when you only have this as your contact. So what Soyburn is saying here is he probably played like the Plague of Shadow career or something, and that's when you see more of Mona. So yeah. Someone says Mona has quite a challenge course going on in this basement. Yeah, in this basement, yeah. Who's gonna clean up all the shattered potion glass? Yeah, exactly. Let's get a shuffle janitor over here or something. Or a janitor knight. Alright, but let's get the fuck out of here. Let's extend my magic a little bit. Why not? Because we obviously don't have enough to get more health, but we should have enough for a magic maximum thing. Yeah, so this will permanently raise the amount of magic that you can hold. Boost your maximum magic by 10 points with this lovely tunic. Yes, please. Oh, just like that. Okay, I thought she was gonna cook something up, but no. Now you can tell, like, our maximum is 40. You can see it at the top over there. I will go over what that fishing rod does, but not right now, because it doesn't really make any sense. Let's see. Yeah, I would say Soyburn, that's what the shovel is for. Yeah, use it as a broomstick. Yeah, exactly. Soyburn says, lol, has anyone ever swept up a mess with a shovel? I'm sure somebody has. He's not just Pan Knight, he's Shovel Knight. Yeah, exactly. Alright, but let's keep going to the right. Oh yeah, I love this character. Yeah, this is a very old school thing. Like, this is way the fuck before my time and stuff. But like, back in the day, like, this is basically what kids would do. They had like a little hoop thing or whatever, and they had like a stick, and then they would just like hit it and run after that thing, basically. So this is a very old school thing that this little girl is doing over here. But I love this guy, because if you talk to him, hedge farmer, are you really the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt. So he clearly does not believe that we are the Shovel Knight, so we're gonna prove him otherwise. Let's dig this up. And look at his reaction. Look at him. He's like scratching his like beard or something. He's like, that kind of looks like Shovel Knight, but I'm not quite convinced yet. But what if we shovel up this whole thing? Yeah, look how excited he is. He's like, whoa! Let's talk to him. Wow, incredible! You really are Shovel Knight! Yeah! I love this guy. He's the cutest thing ever. Alright, let's keep going. You don't really get anything for that, but it's just a nice little flavor text, I guess. You can jump on that, ladies. Yeah, this is also a very old school thing. Like, you can tell that this game plays in, like, the Middle Ages or something, like, timeline-wise. Because this is another thing that people did back in those times, is they carried water, like, on, like, a little stick thing or something, like, in the buckets and shit. So, yeah, you can actually jump on that. Don't do it for too long, though, because you can tell that the lady does not appreciate that. And you can use that to, like, gain a little more height, and you can jump on this roof over here. And there's a music sheet we can get, and there's also a treasure chest. So we can get more fucking treasure. Hell yeah. There we go. Let's talk to this old man over here. What's up? Grizzled Seer, Shovel Knight, many trials await you. Don't despair. May each defeat strengthen your resolve. Hell yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Soyburn says, before gaming, we had a stick and a hoop. Yeah, and we had to share the stick and hoop. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah. Like I said, that was before my time, but that was absolutely a thing at some point. Jose says he knows that Shovel Knight, he just wanted him to do the digging for him. Yeah, exactly. He did like some kind of like reverse psychology thing or something. But you can tell this is very much like Mario 3 in that sense, but in this game you actually get a bit more freedom sometimes anyway. Like in this case we can go to Pridemore Keep, which is one of the levels, Lair of King Knight, and we can also go to the Lich Yard, Lair of Spectre Knight. So this is a bit like inspired by like Mega Man or something, somewhat anyway. Like you don't have to play this game in a certain order. You can totally just go to this level first if you prefer, or you can go to this level first if you prefer that. But you do have to beat these guys before you can move on, because this locked gate over here prevents us from moving any further. But we can also go over here. This is the Trouble Pond. So we have already heard news about some kind of Trouble King being a thing, and there he is in all his glory, the Trouble King. What's up? It's like a trouble fish, I guess. Let's talk to him. Who has awakened me, mortal? Dost thou need aid? Aid me, please. I sense a Trouble chalice. I can fill it with magical ichor. That's pronounced ichor. I like how he explains how to pronounce it. Choose your ichor wisely. So this is basically, like I said, because we have an empty bottle, I'm just going to call it an empty bottle, like it's a bit easier for me to remember what it's called. You can totally go to the Trouble King over here, and whatever you pick, he will fill that with that stuff. So this one over here refills all health and magic, so that's fucking amazing, obviously. This one, the Ichor, oh, this was called the Ichor of Renewal. This is called the Ichor of Boldness, become invincible for 10 seconds. So it's like a star at command, basically, for 10 seconds. Pretty fucking amazing. And this is the Ichor of Fortune. Absorb a nearby treasure for 60 seconds. So that is also really good. But I guess I'll just go for like the full health restore, because that's really fucking good. Subjects, a new initiate joins us. The ceremony shall commence. Now, y'all, I'm just gonna let go of the controller and we're all gonna enjoy this. He's very much into it. Has no shame. That face. They practiced hard for this. And spit it out, and there we got it. Fare thee well, Shoveled Knight. Return if thou hast need of my aid again. So yeah, I do remember at the time, like, this was the point in the game where I realized that this game is pretty out there, you know? So I was just like, I am super into this. This is weird, this is bizarre, exactly what I like, fucking amazing. But yeah, super fucking, like I said, this game is very out there, like I said, but like I've said it multiple times, out there is not bad, weird is not bad, it's creative and it's memorable, so I fucking love it. I love how they had like a whole like choreograph or happening or whatever, like how the hell you say that in English. Like they fucking practiced the shit out of that dance, man. Let's see. There's a lot. Jose says Spectre Knight sounds cool but creepy, and King Knight just sounds full of himself. Oh, you have no idea. Yeah. Soyburn says, look at that big ass fishy. Yeah, I know. His tiny crown. Yeah, look at that. Like, it's fucking amazing. Is that a red Wailord? Yeah, I can see that. He kind of looks like Wailord a little bit. Jose says, that fish looks like a combination of two Pokemon in Gen 9 I saw recently. If you want to look it up, they're called Dondasso and Tatsugiri. Okay, I don't know those one. I will look that up